Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to, this has to be day number one, week 4, spring 2025, and it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. All right, my name is Mr. Petit. Today is Monday the 27th of January 2025. The subject is, of course, mathematics. Like I said, we're just going to be doing, so the topic is mixed review. I think we got into actually starting the first question and then it just went from there. So topic. Okay, so today, okay, the topic was mixed review. All right, and we're doing ratios, simple interest, hire purchase, and what else? Ratios, simple interest, hire purchase, and what else?
Salaries and wages. Salary and wages.
Salary and wages, very good, salary and wages. All right, so the first question that we were on, we were looking at, it was Ron, what else did I put? Ron, Charisse,
David.
Ron, David, and Charisse, right? Okay, so we said that they shared it in the ratio 2 to 3 to 4, right? So let me go ahead and write that down quickly so we could have everything in one setting. All right. Hello? Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
How are you? I'm doing good.
Okay, that's good. Amari was telling me she can't get in.
Yeah, tell her I had technical difficulties, but she could log in now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
saw my message?
No, I didn't look at it. I didn't look at it yet.
Okay, when you get a chance, you can look at it, please.
Yes, I can. I can do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so okay, let's move on from this. All right, let me just put all the questions one time so that we can move faster. Okay, so all right, so the first question says that the first ratio question says that Ron, David, and Charisse shared 3,600 in the ratio 2 to 3 to 4 respectively. And we want to calculate the amount that Charisse received. So in order for us to calculate the amount that Charisse received, what do we have to do? Anyone know? But we don't want all four.
Divide.
Divide what? Divide what?
By 3.
Divide
2, 3, 4 by
Divide by 4.
Hello?
Divide by 4.
Hello?
And yes, go ahead.
Oh, I was only wondering if you could hear me. Sorry.
Who's that
good
speaking?
night.
Who's that speaking? Oh,
This is
Sanika.
Nico.
Sanika.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anyone, how are we gonna get the answer?
We have to find the total equal part first.
Say it again.
All the numbers.
We first have to find the total equal part.
Very good. We have to find one equal part. And how are we gonna find one equal part?
Add the numbers up.
Add the numbers up.
Add the
And do what?
And then divide the total by
And then divided by 3,600.
And then divided by 3,600. Very good. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's first find one equal part. And then we're going to divide it by 3,000. Well, in order to find one equal part, we have to take 3,600 and then divide it by the sum of 2, 3, and 4. What is the sum of 2, 3, and 4?
9.
Yeah, 9. Very good. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have, so in order to find the amount that Sharice received, we have to say one equal part is going to be equal to, so I'm going to put this in white. So one equal part is going to be equal to 3,600 divided by what? Divided by what? The sum of 2 plus what? Plus 3 plus 4. And so one equal part is going to be equal to. So what is 2 plus 3 plus 4? That's going to give us what? Let me zoom in.
9.
So we're going to have 3,600 divided by what? Divided by 9. Very good. It's going to be equal to 3,600 divided by 9. Oh, we already have that divided by 9. And when you divide it by 9, what you'll get? When you take 3,600 divided by 9. What you got?
400.
What is it?
400.
400. Very good. 400. But is 400 the answer?
Also,
No, 400 is not the answer, right? So what are we going to do in order to get our answer?
we have to multiply.
You have to
one equal
multiply.
part by the
We have to multiply
by
one equal
400
part
times 4.
by what?
4.
Why are we multiplying by 4?
4.
Why are we multiplying by 4?
It's like the amount the girl received.
Why are we multiplying by 4?
That's the amount that
That's Sharice shares.
That's Sharice, yeah. Good. So when I say respectively, remember when I asked, but when we say that's the question I ended on. When I say respectively, what does respectively mean?
In that
All
row.
already given.
Very good. Respectively means in the order. So you have to respect the order. Okay. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and do it. What y'all get when y'all divide it?
1,600.
So we say, so when you multiply it, so it's we're gonna say in order for us to get Sharice's share, it's gonna be what? 400 multiplied by 400 multiplied by what? 4. Yeah, 400 multiplied by 4. And that gives us what? So Sharice's share is gonna be 400 multiplied by 4, which is going to be what?
1,600.
1,600. Right? 1,600. All right. Okay, good. So that's how to do that. So quick recap. What did we do? We said that Ron, David, and Sharice shared 3,600 in the ratio 2 to 3 to 4, respectively. So what we do, we have to find what is one equal part. Now, one equal part is going to be 3,600 divided by the sum of these three numbers, 2 plus 3 plus 4, and that's going to give us 9. So we have 3,600 divided by 9, which gives us 400. In order for us to find Sharice's share, right? In order for us to find Sharice's share, we're going to say 400 multiplied by 4 which gives us what? 1,600. All right. And so we get 1,600. And that's how we're going to get Sharisha's share. Okay. Any questions on this? Any questions on this? Any questions? Let me know, please.
No,
Do you understand so far? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
We good?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Is Shavette? Yeah, go ahead.
I gone over this with you. So we do like after, I guess like after we go, like,
I can't hear you. You have to speak into the mic.
after you finish all the questions, can you go over ratios, simple interest again, please? Because I wasn't there for that.
We going over it now. I don't have to go over it again. We going over it now. So you have to try and get it now. All right.
Yes, sir.
So do you understand how I got the 400?
Yes, sir.
How? What did I do to get the 400?
You divide, all right, first you add up all the thing, all the ratio parts, and then you divide it by 9,
Divided by 9. Why did I divide it by 9?
because all of the ratio parts added together makes 9.
It gives us 9, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we have 3,600 divided by 9, which gives us what?
400.
400. Very good. Then we're going to take that 400 and multiply it by what?
4.
By 4.
I don't really get how.
You understand why we use 4?
Oh, because Sharice was 4.
Yes, because Sharice, if you look at Sharice,
Sharice is 4.
Sharice share is 4. So that's why we
Okay.
use 4. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Do y'all understand this? The rest of you class, do y'all understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Where is Durante Smith? Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
How do I get for 1,600? What did I do? Go ahead, Durante. How would I get 1,600?
I think it's 400 times 4.
Okay, 400 times 4. Why did I use 4? Why did I use 4?
Because 4 is Sharice's share.
Because
I
4
just
is,
didn't say that.
yeah, because 4 is Sharisha's share. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Mati, may I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, we can. Okay, now
If you finish with ratio, go on simple interest.
now we're gonna do the Ron share, right? So Ron share is going to be, how are we gonna get Ron share? Anyone?
Divide 1,600 by 2.
No. How are we gonna get Ron share?
You're gonna times 400.
Three
times
thousand.
1,000.
400 times 2.
400 times 2. Very good. So Ron share is gonna be 400
Times
400
2,
multiplied by 2. Why we multiply the 400 by 2?
because the
Because
3,000
that's Ron's
divided by
respective share.
9 equals 3,000 divided by 9 equals 400.
400 times 2 is 800.
Very good. 400 times 2 is gonna be
800.
800.
Very good.
If
800.
you mind to do it,
Okay. Why would you divide it by 2?
Because that's one share.
Respective share.
I mean, why are we multiplying it by 2? Why are we multiplying by 2?
Because that's one share.
It's expected share.
Because we know that what? We know that if we look carefully, we know that Ron is 2 equal parts, right? Ron is 2 equal parts.
Yes, sir.
And so since Ron is 2 equal parts, we know that we got to multiply it by what?
2.
By 2. Very good. Multiply by 2.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I get mine a different way.
What did you do?
Since I divide 1,600 by 2, and I get 800.
You're not supposed to do
Since
that. Why would you multiply? Why would you divide it by 2?
I don't know, since 2 is half
Oh.
of 4, I divide it and get half of 1,600.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But I want you to multiply 400 by 4.
Okay.
Multiply 400 by 4. All right. All right. All right, next we have David's share. In order for us to find out what David's share is, what we have to do?
400 times 3.
400 multiplied by
3.
400 multiplied by 3.
1,200.
Why are we multiplying 400 by 3?
Because that's his number where they give us.
That's a share.
That's his share, right? So his share,
Yeah.
he have 3 equal parts, right? So it's gonna be
Yes, sir.
400 multiplied by
3.
3.
1,200.
Very good. So 400 multiplied by 3. Let me expand this a bit. Let me
Excuse me,
make
Mr.
it
Petit,
just,
I also do this a different way.
okay, we focusing on this way, not that way.
I just add the two numbers from
So we have 400 multiplied by 3, and 400 multiplied by 3 is what? 1,000 what?
200.
1,200.
1,200.
1,200. Good. Let me make this longer so we could have it. Yeah. So first of all, what do we do? Well, we know we have Ron, Davis, and Charisse, and we know that they shared 3,600 in the ratio 2 to 3 to 4, respectively. And so what we're gonna do, we know that 2 equal parts is for who? Who has 2 equal parts?
Ron.
Ron. Very good. Who has 3 equal parts?
David.
David. And who has 3 equal parts? I mean 4 equal parts.
Charisse.
Charisse. Very good. So we have 2 for Ron, 3 for David, 4 for Charisse, right? Now it says calculate the amount of money that Charisse received. Charisse is going to receive what?
Should receive 1,600.
Good. How do we do that? The first thing we do is we say what? 1 equal part is what? 3,600. We divide that by the sum,
4.
which is 2 plus 3 plus 4, which gives us what?
9.
9.
9.
Good. So we say 3,600 divided by 9.
9.
400.
And so that's how we get the 400 for the 1 equal part. But if we want to get Sharisha's share, what do we have to do? You have to take what?
400 by 4.
400 multiplied by 4. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
And that gives us what?
1,600.
1,600. Very good. So 400 times 4 is 1,600. Okay, that's how we get that like that. Okay, now for Ron's share, Aiden Gray, how do we get Ron's share?
Divide.
Aiden Gray, how do we get Ron's share?
I've been a little confused.
You're confused?
Yeah.
What you mean?
2.
Stop saying the answer. Just let me calculate, please.
Aiden? That's Aiden.
I'm right here.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Just shouting out the answer. I haven't been able to calculate. So
Who are you speaking to?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
So let's try it again. How are we gonna get 1 equal part?
So after the 1 equal part equation, that would be 400, right?
How do we get
So
that?
that's we got 400 by dividing 3600 by 2 plus 3 plus 4, which 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 9. 36,000 divided by 9 is 400.
Where
So
do we get the
400
9? Where do we get the 9 from? How do we get that?
by adding 2 plus 3 plus 4.
Good. Good. So we have 3,600 divided by 9 gives us 400. Good. That's 1 equal part. Now for Sharice's share, how are we gonna get that?
We add 400 times 4 because her share is 4.
How do you know our first share is 4?
By by their names are in order. Ron is number 2, David is number 3, and Sharice is number 4.
Good. So 400 times 4 is 1,600.
So that
Right.
process repeats by using the base number, which is $400, which
Yes.
is 36,000 divided by 9.
Good. And so to get Ron's share, we do what? 400 times
2 equals
2
800.
is 800. And then for David's share, we do 400 times 3, which is
1,200.
1,200. Very good. Any questions on how I got this? Let me know, please. And if there's any questions, let me know on how I got this so far before we move on to simple interest. Is there any questions on how we got this?
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. Any questions on how I got this? Let me know, please.
No, sir, very clear.
No, very clear. Okay. Matthias Sternquist. Where's Matthias?
It's clear to me. I understand.
Say it again.
I see. It's clear to me. I understand.
You understand? Okay, go to number 2. Read number 2. Rashad borrowed.
Rashad borrowed $5,000 from the bank for 2 years at 9% simple interest per annum. Calculate how much interest Rashad is charged. The total amount he must repay to the bank.
Very good. Good. Now for simple interest, what do we have? What's the formula for simple interest?
P times R times T.
Very good. So simple interest is going to be, we know the simple interest. So
P
simple
times R
interest.
times T over 100.
Very good. Simple interest. Well, first let's say what we have, right? So the first thing we have is the principal, which is what?
5,000.
5,000. The principal is 5,000. The rate is what?
9%.
9%. Very good. On 9.
T equal to
Say it again.
T equal to
So T is equal to what? T is equal to what?
2.
T is equal to 2, which is what? The time, right? Time in years. Very good. So the P is the principal, and the principal is always what? The amount borrowed or? The amount borrowed or invested. Very good. So the P is the 5,000. The R is the simple interest. And then the T is the 2 years. All right. Does that make sense to y'all? Let me know, please, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm not only talking to 3 persons. The rest of you, does
Yes,
this
sir.
understand? Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
the P is what? What is the P?
The principal 5,000.
5,000. The R is
9.
9. Simple interest.
9 and T.
And T is 2. Very good.
2 years.
Good. But T for 2 years, right? So the simple interest So the simple interest is going to be simple interest. Simple interest, I'm going to say SI is going to be equal to the principal multiplied by the what? Multiplied by the rate, multiplied by the what?
Time.
Very good. All of that over
100.
100.
Very good. Now the simple interest is going to be equal to the principal is what?
5,000.
5,000 multiplied by the rate, which is what?
9.
9 multiplied by the time, which is what?
2.
2 all over 100. Now what's the next thing that we have to do? We have to multiply what?
You have to cross the zeros.
We have to cross the zero, so we're going to cancel out what? This 0 with that 0, and we're going to cancel out what? This 0 with what? That 0. And we're going to be left out with what? Simple interest.
50.
Multiply by 9, multiply by 2 over 1.
Simple interest is going to be equal to what? 50.
50 times 9 times 2
50 times 9
times 2.
times 2. All over
1.
all over 1.
One.
Going to be equal to 50 times 9 times 1 is what?
Times 2, so.
Sorry, 50 times 9 times 2.
50 times 450.
900.
Yeah, 50 times 9 is 450 times 2 is
900.
900. Very good. 900 over 1, which just gives us what?
900.
900. Very good. 900. Do we understand this? Let me know if y'all understand this, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good. Say it again.
sir.
Someone have a question?
Can you redo it for me, please?
Say it again.
I was wondering, can you redo this for me, please? Like the second one?
Excuse me, Mr.
The
Petit.
second
Can I
one?
use the bathroom, please?
Yes, we can. Senkia, you want me to redo the second one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, read the question.
I mean the 5 times 9 times 2, like how do you get like
How do I get this?
900?
Okay, so
Yeah,
you understand
900.
you understand how I got the principal, the rate, and the time?
Yes, sir.
You understand how I cancel the zeros?
Yes, sir.
So now I'm left with 50 on top, 9 and 2 at the bottom, right?
Yes, sir.
So 50 times 2 times 9, 50 times 9 times 2, right? So what we basically have to do is we have to multiply. First, we have to multiply 50 and 9. So we have to multiply 50 times 9. What is 50 times, what is 9 times 0?
9 times 0 is 0.
Good. What is 5 times 9?
5 times 9 is 45.
Good, 45. So this is going to be 450, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
that's 50 times 9. So 50 times 9 is 450. Then I'm going to take 450 and multiply that by 2, yes. So we have 2 times 0 is what? 0. 2 times 5 is what?
10.
10. Put the 0 down, put the 1 up. 2 times 8 is what? I mean, sorry, 2 times 4 is what?
8.
Plus 1?
9.
9. And that's how I got the 900.
Okay, understandable.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now it says the total amount, the total amount he must repay the bank. What is the total amount that he must repay the bank?
The principal plus interest.
So he must repay the bank the principal plus the interest. So what that's gonna be?
5,000 plus 900.
5,000 plus 900. Very good. It's gonna be 5,000 plus 900. So 5,000. Plus what?
900.
Plus 900. Very good. It's gonna be equal to
5,900.
5,900. Very good. $5,900. All right, good. Any questions on that? Let me know, please, if y'all understand how I got 2B. Let me know if y'all understand that. How I got 2B.
Yeah, so
I don't
Yes, sir.
understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For number 2, put I inside the chat if you understand. Put N in the chat if you do not understand. Number 2. Put I in the chat if you understand. Put N if you do not understand. Number 2. All right. Let me see.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Sorry, I'm missing put a 2.
Put I in the chat if you understand. Put N if you do not understand. Okay. Who do not understand how I got the answer for number 2?
You can explain B for me again, please.
I don't understand.
You all do not understand. Okay. Ari understood. Okay. DR and okay, good. All right, so DR, where's DR? DR, can you hear me? DR, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Read number 2 for me, please. Go ahead and read it.
Rashad borrowed $5,000 from the bank for 2 years at 9% simple interest per annum. Calculate how much interest Rashad is charged.
Good. The formula for simple interest is just exactly what we have here. The formula for simple interest is going to be the principal times the rate times the time divided by 100. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Now the principal is going to be the amount borrowed or invested. In this case, it's 5,000. So we have 5,000 now. The rate is 9. That's because it's 9%. And the time is 2 years. All right. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
So principal times rate times time. So the principal is what? 5,000.
1,000.
The 9 is the rate. And the time is what?
2.
2. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
The next one what we gonna do with the zeros?
Cancel them.
Cancel the zeros. Very good. So we're left with the simple interest is gonna be equal to 50 times 9 times 2 over 1. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. So what is 50 times 9? We saw that 50 times 9, that's gonna be 450. And then 450 times 2 is just gonna be what? 900. Okay, that makes sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, Kanan, read B.
The total amount he must repay to the bank.
Very good. If we want total, what does total mean?
Altogether.
With the odd?
Yeah, all together or add, right? So we're gonna add the principal, which is the amount that he borrowed, plus the interest. That's how we get 5,900. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Good. Okay, now let's move on to the next one. Go ahead, Amia, read number 3, the cash price.
The cash price of a cabinet is $900. It can also be bought on hire purchase by paying 20% deposit, followed by 12 monthly payments of $75 each.
Mhm.
Want me to read A, B, and C too?
Yes, read A, B, and C.
A, calculate the amount of the deposit. B, the total of the monthly payments. And C, the total cost of the cabinet on hire purchase.
Very good. So the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out the total amount of the deposit. All right. What is the deposit? Upon the question, what is the deposit? The deposit is what? How much?
20% of 900.
20% of what?
$900.
Of the cash price, right? 20% of the cash price. And so since it's 20% of the cash price, we're gonna say 20% of 900, right? 20% of 900. And what y'all get when y'all do 20% of 900? That should be what?
180.
180.
I got 180.
180. Anyone else got 180?
Got 180.
180, good. Okay, so
I got 180.
how did you get 180?
$20 over 100 times 900 over 1.
Very good. 20 over 100 times 900 over 1. Good. What y'all say y'all got?
180.
180.
180.
180 is correct. You know, you can kind of do it in your head too. You know that 10% is 10% of 900 is 90. So 90 plus 90, it's gonna be 20%. So it's 180. Yeah, that's a way to do it. How to think of it. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have let's move on. It's gonna be, let me put this down there. Put this here. All right, good. So the amount of the deposit is going to be 20%. So 20 over what? Over 100. Multiplied by what?
900 over 1.
900 over 1, very good. Now what we're gonna do with the zeros, we're gonna cancel out this 0 with that 0 and what? This 0 with that 0. You'll see how I cancel out them, right? The zeros.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Is Shaved Harris here?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
How about Charlotte Taylor?
Yes, Sam, yeah.
Okay, I was wondering because I saw your message. Okay. Jaden Seymour? Where's Jaden?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you log back in, eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about Charlton? Charlton. Natasha Charlton?
Yes, sir.
Natasha Charlton, you log back then? Where's she? Are you here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Condoleezza, are you here as well? Where's Condoleezza? Okay. Okay, so Aiden, what are we gonna do at this point? We're gonna multiply what? No, not Aiden
multi-
Gray. Sorry, Aiden
Oh.
Bean.
I'd always like to try though.
That's fine. Aiden Bean.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna multiply.
We're gonna multiply 20 and 20 times 9.
And 20 times 9 gives you what?
Gives you 180.
180. Very good. Good. It's going to give us 180. Now the total monthly payments, which I'll get for the total monthly payments, it's going to be what?
900.
900.
900 as well. How did y'all get that?
75 times 12.
75 times 12. Anyone else? How did y'all get 900? What did y'all do?
12 times 75.
12 times 75. So we have 12 multiplied by
75.
75, yeah. So 12 multiplied by 75 is going to be
900.
900. So when I multiply 12 times 75, I got $900. So that's going to be that. That's going to be the total monthly payments. And how did I get that? Well, the reason I got that is because I know that it told me that, or they told me that it's 12 monthly payments of $75 each. So 12 months of $75 each. So every month I have to give $75 for 12 months. So it's going to be 12 times $75, which gives us $900. Now I want the total cost of the cabinet on the hire purchase. How are we going to get that?
1,680.
Anyone else agree? 1,680. That's what you got? Anyone else?
80.
That's what
I
y'all
got-
got? You got that?
1,680.
Yeah. They asked for the total, so we have to add. You have to add what? You have to add
The total monthly payment
The
plus
total-
the deposit.
yeah, the total monthly payment, which is the deposit. Let's start off with the deposit. Deposit is $180 plus the total monthly payment, which is what?
900.
900.
1,080.
And that gives us what?
1,080. 1,080.
1,080. How do we get that? We get 1,180 plus 900, and that gives us 1,080. All right. Anyone have any question on hire purchase? Any questions on hire purchase?
No, sir. No, sir.
On
No, sir.
the rest of you, please answer me. Do you have any questions on hire purchase?
No, sir.
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
So,
So, no. No, sir.
yes, sir.
Taylor, you have a question? Taylor, you have a question?
No, sorry, my apologies.
Okay. Next, Christian Wilson. Where's Christian Wilson?
Right now.
Do you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Explain how I got the total cost on hire purchase plan.
For which letter?
Let's see the total cost of on the hire purchase plan.
You add 900 plus 900.
What did I add?
You add the total monthly payments plus the deposit.
The total monthly payment plus the deposit. Very good. Now, salary and wages. Salary and wages is what we did. By the way, how much would be saved in 3 if cash was being paid?
180.
How much would
No.
be saved if cash was being paid?
180.
180.
180, yeah, 180. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Where is D'Angelo? D'Angelo, can you hear me? D'Angelo Smith, are you there? D'Angelo, can you hear me? Can't hear from D'Angelo. Empress, read number 4 for me, please. Mrs. Ferguson.
Mrs. Ferguson works a $7.40 per hour for a 40-hour week. Calculate her wages for a 40-hour week. B, overtime is paid at a rate of time and a half. Calculate the amount paid for 1 hour overtime. C, last week she worked 47 hours. How many hours of overtime did she work? D, calculate her overtime pay. E, calculate her total pay for the week.
Very good. So how are we gonna figure out her wages for a 40-hour work week?
You times her hourly rate times her hours worked.
Very good. So what that's gonna look like? That's gonna be what? We're gonna say so
40 multiplied by
it's
7.5.
gonna be 40 multiplied by $7.40. So let's go ahead and multiply them. So we say $7.40 multiplied by 40. How much did she get in total?
$296.
$296. Very good. So $7.40 multiplied by 40 gives us $296. Do you all understand how I got $296? Let me know, please. You understand how I
Yes,
got
sir.
$296?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes,
Very
sir.
good.
Yes,
Very,
sir.
very good. Zania Bo, do you understand how I got $296?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Go ahead, Zania, and read B.
Zanaya.
Sanaya, sorry.
Overtime is paid at a rate of time and a half. Calculate the amount paid for 1 hour overtime.
Okay, remember class, remember I said that if it's time and a half, how much does that account for if it's time and a half?
1.5.
1.5.
1.5.
Time and a half, we have to multiply by 1.5. If it's double time, what is double time?
Times 2.
Times 2, very good. And then what is time and 3/4?
1.75.
1.75, very good, 1.75. And so I said that what we have to do is we have to take our hourly rate, we have to multiply, since it's a time and a half, we have to multiply it by 1.5. And so
1.5.
what we're gonna do, multiply what? 7.40 by 1.5. What y'all get when we multiply them?
$11.10.
$11,000 and
10 cents.
10 cents.
10 cents. Very good. All right, $11,000 and sorry, $11.10. That's how much she's gonna get paid for 1 hour of what?
Average work.
No, 1 hour of what?
Overtime.
Overtime. Yeah, 1 hour of overtime. 1 hour of overtime. How much does he get paid for a regular work? Hour work.
$7.40.
How much?
740.
$7.40.
$7.40. Very good.
7.40.
Annuel, where's Annuel?
Hi, I'm here.
Okay, do you understand how I got $296 and $11.10?
Yes, sir.
Explain A and B for me.
All right, so A, you just calculate as average hours with 40 hours.
Say it again.
Let me read the question. So let me read the question, or
You don't have to read the question. Just tell me how you did it.
multiplied 740 by 40 to get 296.
Why we use 40?
Because that's 40. That's average work hours you work a week.
Very good. B.
All right, so we multiply 1.5 by 740 to get $11.10.
Good. So now we want the last week she worked. Last week she worked 47 hours. How many hours of overtime did she work?
7 hours.
7 hours.
7 hours. How did you get that?
By
Because the
subtract
regular work week is 40, so you
Very
just subtract, yeah, 7.
Subtract. Very good. So it's gonna be 40 minus what?
So
40 hours minus 40 hours
47.
minus 47 hours
7.
minus 40
40.
hours gives us what?
7.
7.
7 hours. So calculate her overtime pay now. We know how many overtime hours did she work?
7.
7 hours of overtime. And how much is he paid for each hour overtime? Supposed to be paid.
11.10.
11.
Very good. Every time for a regular work hour, she's paid. I mean for a hour of overtime work hour, she's paid $11.10. And so, what y'all get for your answer for part D?
77.7.
77.
So that's
Point
$77.
Very good.
Cents.
$77.70.
Yeah.
And now finally calculate her total pay for the week.
$373.70.
300 and?
$373.70.
Very good.
And 70.
Very good. Very good. So we're gonna
We can add a regular
gonna-
pay and overtime pay together.
very good. So we have $296 plus what? $77.70.
Yes,
What
sir.
does that give you?
$373.70.
Very good. $373.70. So how do we get that? What we did was we have to calculate our total pay. So since we're doing total pay, what we have to do is we have to add regular pay plus overtime pay. Overtime pay, we know for 7 hours is going to be $77.70. And so it's going to be $77.70 plus the regular hours for the amount that she's paid. Excuse me, the amount that she's paid for 40 hours of overtime. 40 hours of regular work. So we're going to say regular work plus overtime. Again, regular work plus overtime. Our regular work is $296. Her overtime is going to be $77.70. And so altogether, we know that she worked for $373.70. All right, does that make sense to y'all?
yes, sir.
I was
Yes, sir.
wondering how you get 1.5?
Very good question. How do we get 1.5? Class, can someone help? How did I get 1.5?
When it's overtime, we use 1.5.
When it's a time,
Time
time and a half.
When it's
is
what?
one.
What's the key word?
Time and a half.
Time and a half. So Senkia, I think that's in here.
Yes, no, Sanika.
Sanika. So for us, overtime, 1 hour overtime is going to be 1.5 because it's time and a half. All right. So it's going to be 1.
Okay, so
If it was double time, then it would be times 2. If it was triple time, it would be times 3. But since it's time and a half, it's going to be 1.5 times the hourly rate, which is $7.40.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Time and 3/4.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Do
No,
y'all-
3/4 for time.
Yeah,
Yes,
time
sir.
and 3/4 is 1.75. By the way, do y'all have this written down? Let me know if y'all have this written down, please.
Yes, sir. I read it.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
You have this written down?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of this work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, take a picture of this work and send it to me via WhatsApp. How many persons are doing that right now? If you do not have my WhatsApp number, my number is 426-8891. Again, if you do not have my WhatsApp number, my number is 426-8891. I only see a few persons sending in their work. Why is that? What happened to the rest of you?
I don't know
I
what's
still
happening.
I'm
writing
almost
it
finished.
down.
I still writing down. Mr. Potato was eating, and I had to go cook my food before I did eat it, so I couldn't write it down.
So, Stefania, you have to write this down. I understand
I
that you
know. I
don't.
took a picture of it so I could write it down after class.
Stefania, you have to write down the notes. You can't just be doing everything else except for actually doing the work that's in class. So take a picture of your notes and send it to me via WhatsApp, everyone. Let me know who's already finished with that so we can move on. Let me know, please.
1 minute. I'm finished.
I'm done.
All right, so we
I'm
have,
done.
who else is finished? Let me know, please, before we move on to the next one.
I'm done. I'm done.
I am
I'm
done.
done.
Done?
Sorry.
All right.
I had a question about salary and
wages.
Yeah, the part B.
Yeah.
I would like to know because my internet went down. I would like to know where's the 1.5
Coming
came
from?
from, please.
Because they
Yeah.
say time and a half. So time and a half is 1.5. So it's going to be 1.5
okay.
multiplied by $7.40. Double time is times 2.
Write it down.
Triple time is times 3. And also it's 1.75 if we have 1 3/4. All right.
Okay.
And so that means that for time and a half, we're going to be 1.5. Always 1.5 for time and a half. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. The rest of us already sent in our work, right? Let me know, please, if you already sent in your work.
Yes,
Let me know.
sir. Yes. Oh, I'm going to send it right now.
Yes, sir.
Good. Go ahead and take
Yes,
a
I
picture.
sent in my work.
Go ahead and take a picture
Yes,
of your
sir.
and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right.
I send it in.
Good. Trinasia, roll. Where's Trinasia?
I'm right here.
Can you pronounce your name?
Trinasia.
Trinasia. Okay. Do you understand how I got down to for salary and wages?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your notices yet?
Yes, sir. I already did.
What's your number?
47527 39.
27
39.
39 475
27 39.
39. Okay. How about your sister? Has she sent in her work? What's her name?
Trinity.
Is Trinity here?
I don't know.
Where's Trinity?
Excuse me to the Mary's bathroom, please.
Yes, you can. Where's Trinity?
I don't live with her. She live with our grandma.
Dash or
Trinity. Trinity. Trinasia Roll. What's your sister name?
Trinity.
Last name.
Roll.
Trinity Roll. Is that Trinity Roll there? Maybe so you saying that she don't live with you?
No, no, sir. She live with our grandma.
Okay. All right, but she isn't on. All right. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. All right, are we done with these 4? Y'all understand all 4 of these? Which one is the easiest? Which one is the hardest? How would you rank them?
higher purchase is the easiest, then salary wages,
Uh-huh.
then
wait.
then ratio.
Ratios.
Ratio is easiest.
Which is the easiest?
The easiest. In my opinion, simple
No, I
interest.
think higher purchase is the
Ratios.
easiest.
And ratio,
Then
then
salary
simple interest and
wages,
higher purchase.
Let's do it like
then
this. Put inside the
ratio,
chat what you think
simple
is the
interest
easiest.
last.
Higher purchase. I'm sorry. Put inside the chat what you think is the easiest. Let me see this.
Or easiest to
Gonna see.
hardest.
Do you think it's the easiest? All right. The easiest. Let me see. Let me see what y'all put. Simple interest is the easiest. Okay. Wow. Okay. There's a lot of mixed responses in there. Some people saying simple interest, some people saying ratio, some people saying higher purchase. Laura Green, you said all? Who said all?
I did.
Okay. All right, good. So let's go ahead and do another quick exercise. So what I want us to do is I want us to go over these, right? So all right, so let's move on to this next particular slide. If I ever get knockout again, please. I understand that persons were not persons were rude. That's what a parent told me. Persons were rude. Right? And they say that I have rude children in my class. So for those of you who did act rude, why did you decide to act rude when I left? Does that make any sense? So you can't be misbehaving in my class. You have to be behaving properly. So you wait till I go on and then you start to act up. That's not
That
good.
was Shavanti.
Who that was?
Shavanti.
What's the name?
Shavanti.
Shavanti? Travanti? That's Travanti. What did he say?
He's telling everyone shut up and white.
Travanti?
Say before you break them up. He say before you break them up.
Oh, what's the name of the student? Let me hear the name again.
Somebody with
Travanti?
a green pen. Somebody with a green wallpaper, something like that. It's HNVANTI.
Say it again. Spell it. Put it in the chat. Put the name in the chat. Put the name in the chat. Put the name in the chat.
The green hand icon. It wasn't me, it was Jordan. He was cursing.
It wasn't you?
It's Jordan, he was cursing.
Jordan. Where's Jordan?
I think you want to lie now.
Oh, now you want to lie.
Y'all didn't sit here when I say.
That was not me, bro. What you talking about?
Okay. I got the culprits now. Jordan, Dames, and Travanti. All right then.
That wasn't me. That was Shavanti.
I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. I honestly don't want to hear it.
LOL.
Because none of y'all get mouth when it's time. Y'all two don't have mouth when it's time to answer questions.
So
When it's time,
question.
no, this is not a back and forth, son. This is not a back and forth. It's a monologue. You got mode to disrupt the class, but you don't have mode to answer questions. You don't have to be here, you know. With one button, you could go. Especially if you're disrupting class. All right, let's move on. So don't do that. Okay, let's move on to the
Excuse me,
next review.
Did you see my message in the chat?
Let me see. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue. So let's answer these questions together. So what is another word for down payment? True or false? You're answering these questions in your book, by the way. You're answering them in your book. So write the questions down and let's answer them in your book first, and then we're gonna answer them together, all right? So the hire purchase plan is cheaper than the cash price. Number 3, true or false? The principal is the amount borrowed or invested. Number 4, for time and a half, we multiply by 1.5 by, wait, the time and we multiply by 1.6, 8 for double time. We have to multiply by what? When answering ratio problems. It is important that we
Mr.
find.
Petit, your screen is not moving.
My screen ain't moving.
It ain't moving.
Okay. How about now? Can you see the
Yes, sir.
question?
I
No?
can see it now. I can see it now.
Okay, when answering ratio about the one that we find one blank part. Number 7.
Can I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, we can. True or false? A basic work week typically contains 40 hours. What does T in the simple interest formula mean? True or false?
You have to write the question. I'll answer it.
Who's speaking? Yes, Jed.
Jed.
Yes, you have to answer the question. Write down the questions and answer it. Let me say it again. Write down the questions and answer it. Number 9. What does T sorry, it's not, number 9 is supposed to be respectively means in chronological order. True or false? Number 10, the amount that a person is paid per hour is called the hourly blank. Is it dollar, B, custom, C, tax, D, wage or rate? All right, there are 10 questions here, 10 easy questions. Once you're finished with these, then you could send in your work to me. The first question is, what is another word for
Okay.
down payment? The second one is true or false. The higher purchase plan is cheaper than the cash price. The third one, the principal is the amount borrowed or invested. Number 4, for time and a half, we multiply by. For double time, we have to multiply by. When answering ratio problems, it's important that we find one blank part. True or false, a basic work week typically contains 40 hours. Number 8, what does T in its simple interest formula mean? Number 9, true or false, respectively means in chronological order. And number 10, the amount that a person is paid per hour is called the hourly blank. Okay. All right, so answer those questions for me. ISI, you have your hand raised. Go ahead, Akira.
Excuse me, Mr. D. I was wondering, like, are you going to do any more review questions?
Any more?
Like, review things like this?
You mean like the 4 things I did?
Yeah, so.
Not tonight. We don't have enough time.
Okay.
Pardon?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay. What I need you all to do is once you finish with this, take a picture of it and send to me for review. What's up? Is it a question that you don't understand, Akira, that you want me to go over?
No, so I just wanted to know if you was going to do any more review topics from like topics we did do like in 2024.
No, not tonight, but we will go over them, but not tonight. Again, okay. Aiden Gray, what number you on?
I'm on number 6.
The rest of you, what number y'all on? The rest of you, what number y'all on?
Number
I'm on
6.
number 8.
I'm on number 6.
Number 8, number 4.
9.
Asana. Where's Asana?
Hasana,
Yes. Have you already sent in your workers yet?
I sent it to you.
Okay. You say you're number 6.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Laura Green, what number you on? There's a Laura. Laura Green, what number you on?
Number 6.
Number 6. Okay, good. And Ashwan Taylor, what number you on? Ashwan Taylor, what number you on?
Number 8.
Number 8. Shavarian Moss, what number you on?
Thanks for writing it down.
So writing it down. You have to answer, write them down and answer them. Write them down and answer them. Caleb Conliffe, what number you on?
One more time.
You was in a class on Sunday. Did you know the class on Sunday?
You also, sorry I forget to tell you my mother card breakdown, but we get it fixed.
Okay, that's good. And Genesis Sweden, what number you on?
Mr. Petit, I sent you a message. I sick tonight.
Jen, that's okay. I thought that was the other Genesis.
I
That's fine.
screenshotted.
That's fine, no problem. Ivory McKenzie, what number you on?
Number 9.
Number 9, okay.
I'm finished.
Who else is finished? Who else is finished?
Me.
I am.
I finished.
Okay.
I just finished.
Okay, you just finished? Okay. Take a picture of your work and send them via WhatsApp. Take a picture of your work and send them via WhatsApp. Where's Liliana?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5, okay. And Kylie, what number you on?
Number 6.
Number 6, okay. Noah, what number you on? There's Noah. Noah, where's Noah? Noah, can you hear me? On number 7. Noah, what happened to your mic? You have to speak using your mic. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, but your device is not working. I don't believe that. So is there anyone else who's finished besides Sashanik?
Yes, sir.
Who else
Me.
is finished?
I'm finished.
All right, take a picture of your work and send
Yes,
it to me
sir.
via WhatsApp.
I am finished.
Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Yes, sir.
Me.
Okay.
Good night, Mr. Cheat. Can you send a recording for this class, please? I wasn't in the class. My Wi-Fi was messing up.
Okay, no problem. I can. All right, so let's go ahead and answer these. Y'all ready for us to answer the questions, or y'all still working?
I still working.
Still working.
Still working.
Me
Still
too.
working.
Still working.
Still working.
Okay.
Okay. Senkia, what number you on? Senkia, what number you on? Or Sanika,
You
sorry.
missed
Sanika, yeah.
I am number 4.
Number 4, okay.
So
Okay, good. And Fantasia, right? Fantasia, right? Fantasia, right?
Fantasia.
Yeah. What number you on?
9.
Number 9, okay. And Destiny Taylor, what number you on?
Number 6.
Number 6, okay. Shavarian Moss, what number you on?
Number 9.
Number 9, okay. Is there anyone else who's finished? Is there anyone else who's finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Me, I'm finished.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, let's go ahead and answer these questions. Travanti Cooper, where's Travanti?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, may I please be excused?
Yes, we can. Where's Travanti Cooper?
Rachel.
What happened to your notes for the night? You had all them out earlier, but you don't. You don't want to send your work. I don't understand that.
I can send it.
I said you had all them out earlier, but you haven't sent in your work. That's what I said. I didn't ask for your comment. Y'all always have something to say. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, let's go ahead and answer this. Where's Lamar?
Yeah, Mr. Petit.
Why haven't you started the work? Hello, where are you?
I can send it in a
Come
second.
on, no, man. You have to do the work. You have to do your work. You understand me, Lamar?
Yes, sir.
Come on, I don't like having to babysit you. It doesn't make sense. I shouldn't have to babysit you. You're supposed to be able to be responsible enough to do your work. That's what I expect of you. You understand me? Hello? Lamar, you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. People should not have to be running up and down, running up and down for you to get your work done. That don't make no sense. All right, let's go ahead and answer number one, which y'all have so far for number one. The question is, what is another word for down payment? Which y'all have for that one?
Deposit.
Deposit. Very good. Deposit. I got deposit as well. That's down payment. Another word for down payment is deposit. So deposit is another word for down payment. Next. True or false? Hire purchase plan is typically cheaper than cash price. True or false?
True.
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 True or false?
True.
Is hire purchase cheaper than cash price?
False.
False or true? I don't understand. So
I say false.
It's false.
False. Why you saying false?
It's false because you pay money in the end.
You pay extra.
You pay extra, right? So higher purchase,
Yeah.
you always pay
Yes.
extra, right?
So the cash price is cheap.
So the so the cash price is cheaper.
It's
Very good.
cheaper.
Yeah. So this is definitely false. Number three, true or false? The principal is the amount of money borrowed or invested. True or false?
True.
Very good. True. The principal is the amount of money that is borrowed or invested. Next. Number four, for time and a half, we multiply by
1.5.
1.5.
1.5. Anyone got that? 1.5? Let me know, please.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I did.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Very good.
Yes.
So if you got it right, please put a tick. I got deposit right. I got false right for number two.
I got all 4 right.
I got 1.5. Y'all got all 4 of them right? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir. I did.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
For double
Yes,
time, we have to
sir.
multiply by what?
Yes,
By
sir.
2.
By 2.
By 2.
Multiply by 2.
By 2. By 2. Multiply by 2. For double time, we have to multiply by 2. Number 6. When answering ratio problems, it is important that we find one blank part.
Equal.
Equal part. Very good. One equal part. One equal part. Number 7. True or false? A basic work week typically contains 40 hours. True or false? True. Very good. True. Definitely true. True. Number 8.
Time.
What does T
Time.
in the symbol of the formula
Time.
mean?
Time.
Time. And we know that time is always measured in? Time is always measured in what?
Yes.
Years. Very good. Years. Time is always measured in years.
But I gonna put yes, sorry.
Number 9. Respectively means in what?
True.
Respectively means in
Chronological.
what?
Chronological order.
Chronological order. Very good.
Order, yeah,
That's
that's
true or false?
That's true.
True. True.
True. Very good. True. True.
Mr. Petty, what chronological order mean?
Next, number 10. The amount that a person
Rate.
the amount that a person is paid per hour is called the hourly rate.
Rate.
Hourly rate. The hourly rate. Y'all got that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent. Very good.
Yo, let me.
Smart. Anyone got 10 out of 10? 10 out of
Yes,
10?
sir.
I did.
I did.
I think I did.
I can't get a half a point for yeah.
I did.
10 out of
Got it
10.
right.
Excellent.
I got 10 out of 10.
Okay, good. All right. If you feel like you understand these topics, put I inside the chat. If you do not understand them, put an N. Again, if you feel like you understand these topics, put I. If you do not understand them, put N. In it. Okay. A lot of people start putting the actual I emoji. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's move on to English language, shall we? Sorry, we had a short math class, so technical difficulties. That will never
No
happen.
hablas. No hablas English.
That will not happen. Aiden, please stop doing that. Stop it. That's not funny. Also, I can take a screenshot of previous slide. Okay, previous slide. Okay. Previous slide. What was the previous slide? That was what? This? Yeah, that's the previous slide. For those who didn't get the previous slide, that was the mixed review that we did. You must master these topics. Have to. You know, if you want to do well in your exam, have to master these topics. All right, so make sure, go ahead and do that. All right, so that's important.
Good night, Mr. B.
Good night, good night. Hello?
I'll send my notes here in a little while.
Didn't need it? Say it again. Oh, okay, okay.
Good night. Thank you, Mr. Petit. Mr. Petit, if you talk again, excuse me, Mr. Petit, I can't hear you.
He's not talking.
All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, good.
This game getting louder.
Antoine, man, come on.
Yes, sir. Never mind.
Okay. All right, so the topic for the day is, okay, the last thing we looked at was, so put it all in perspective. So far for this year, we have looked at how to critically analyze stuff, how to break it down in pieces and analyze it in nitty-gritty. That was fun. And then we talked about the stylistic devices, rhetorical question, alliteration, metaphor, how to identify them. We looked at, that was a very good class. Then we looked at metaphor in particular, and we talked about love is courage, all of that. The last topic we had, I believe we was doing sentence fragments, and I was showing you all how to avoid that and how to basically ensure that if you see it, you can correct it. And then, that's what we was doing the last time we were here. Today, we're going to be looking at how to strengthen your vocabulary, right? Now, how many persons believe that they have a strong vocabulary?
I do.
You do?
I do.
I do.
Okay.
Somewhat. It depends on the definition of strong.
It depends on the definition of strong.
Tell me any word, I can tell you the
I do.
definition.
Any word, and you can tell me the definition? Yeah, right.
Yes, sir.
I got a word.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true.
I
believe. Alabama.
I'll say Alabama.
Alabama is a state in the United States.
All right, so we're gonna be looking at. Don't worry, we come into it. We come into it. So we're gonna be looking at how to strengthen your vocabulary, right? So all of us, no matter what age we is, no matter what age we are, no matter what stage we are in, all of us always need to strengthen our vocabulary. Strengthening your vocabulary does not matter how old you are, doesn't matter what grade you're in. Strengthening your vocabulary is always important. It is especially important for those persons who are going to be taking the exams, because it is at that moment that you are actually tested on your vocabulary. So you need to make sure that you have a strong vocabulary. But even some people ask, Mr. Petit, so how does the things I learned in school is going to help me in life? One of the things that you learn in school that will help you in whatever you do is your vocabulary, especially when it comes to these exams, because they're going to be looking at that. So how do you express yourself? How do you explain yourself? How do you do all that is very important. Making sure that you do it in a clear way, making sure you do it in an effective way, making sure that you understand what people are saying, because some persons might say some things to you and you like, I don't understand what you said. That's because you don't understand the words that they're using. And so you want to make sure that you have a strong vocabulary in life in general, but in particular for these exams, because that's what they'll be looking for. You can't be using baby words inside the exam. You do not want to do that. I tell you all that like 100,000 times. So a great portion of your exam has to do with your familiarity with certain words. So let me just write this here. A great portion of the English exam, English language has to do, and in particular English language exam has to do with your familiarity with certain words or how extensive your vocabulary is. So when I say a strong vocabulary, just means that it's extensive, right? Which means that you could, if you hear a word, if you see a word, you know what it is in general, right? Now, no one knows all the words in the whole entire English language, right? But there's no way someone's supposed to be talking to you, or you watching something online, or you listening to the news, and then they say a word that you don't know, right? That means that your vocabulary is not strong enough or not extensive enough. So write this down.
Allegedly?
A great portion of English language has to do with your familiarity with certain words or how extensive your vocabulary is. It is important to have a wide vocabulary and to continuously strengthen your vocabulary. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm looking at tonight. How are we going to strengthen, or how can we strengthen our vocabulary, right? And so that's what we're going to be looking at tonight. So if I would ask you, how can you strengthen your vocabulary? What would you tell me?
Reading.
Reading, yeah. What else? Helps with strengthening. Say it again.
Co-pilot.
What? What do you say, Cleveland?
Co-pilot.
Co-pilot? Okay. That
I
helps.
know.
365.
What else?
You could read a dictionary or thesaurus.
Thesaurus?
Thesaurus, I
You
mean.
can search it up on your laptop.
You could search up on your laptop.
Listen to audiobooks.
Listen to audiobooks.
Dictionary.
Dictionary. You're missing one of the most important ways.
Reading.
Reading is
Go on
fine.
the device.
Go on your device is fine. One of the most important ways to strengthen your vocabulary is what?
Boxing.
No.
From hearing other people's
From hearing other people speak, that's excellent.
studying.
Studying, yes, nice.
Spelling. Anybody say dictionary? Yeah.
By
Yeah, he said
writing.
dictionary. Who
Writing.
said? Someone
Listening to
said it.
speeches. By
By what?
writing.
By writing. By writing.
But Mr. Patik, I see that inside the chat though.
You said it inside the chat. Let me see. Oh, I just saw that. I just saw that. Yes, you said it. Yes, by writing. So you want to be able to strengthen your vocabulary by writing it out, right? By actually practicing using the words in context. So why is it important? It is important to have a strong vocabulary or an extensive vocabulary or an expansive vocabulary or broad vocabulary, because what's the reason? Why do you need it? But first of all, you need to pass these exams, and and there's that, right? But besides passing these exams, because the exams come and go, there are other reasons why you need to have a strong vocabulary, right?
So people could think you smart.
So people could think you smart? No. Even more than that. Even more than people. What's more important than people thinking that you're smart? What's more important than people thinking that you're smart?
Actually being smart.
Actually being No, actually being smart. Right? And more important than someone thinking that you're smart is actually being smart, right?
Miss Betty.
So it's kind of like I liken strengthening your vocabulary as like strength, right? Or muscles, or like money, right? You can never have enough muscle. Well, no, you can never like wake up in the morning and be like, wow, I wish I wasn't this strong. Like no one wakes up in the morning and be like, wow, I wish I was weaker. Like, no, you don't wake up in the morning and say, I wish I was weaker. You don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, wow, I wish I had less money. Oh, poor me. I have $1,000 in my bank account. I wish I had less. Like, no one wakes up in the morning and think that. So it's like, it's one moment. It's the same thing with your vocabulary. You don't wake up in the morning and say, oh, I wish I knew less words. Like, no. It's something that the more you have, the better. The more you have, the better. The more you have, the better. And so that's why vocabulary is very important. So let's specifically say why. Go ahead, Antoine.
I was saying, like, sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I wish I sick.
Having a strong vocabulary can help you in what? How can it help your life? It can help you in what? In
Writing and speaking.
Writing, yeah, writing.
Getting a job.
More mature. And specifically as it relates to the exam, let's focus on that. So with having a strong vocabulary can help you in writing more mature. And give me another word.
It can help you sound more intelligent.
Help you sound more
more
intelligent.
marks.
You get more marks. What's the word for that?
More professional.
Formal. There's a word. It starts with S.
Formal.
Sophisticated.
Sophisticated.
Smart.
Sophisticated essays, right?
Studious.
Yeah, let me spell this right. No, spell it wrong. So it helps you with writing more mature and sophisticated essay. Now, when we say sophisticated essay, that means what? An essay that is what?
Professional, like
That is professional.
Formal.
baby
That
words.
is
Formal.
that is
Yeah.
formal and isn't that is formal and that doesn't have baby words.
Doesn't have baby words. Yes.
It's
Right.
not basic.
It's not basic, right? That's a good one. Okay, so having a strong vocabulary having a strong vocabulary also helps you with what? Not just writing.
Communication.
Communication, yes. But having a strong vocabulary.
Confidence.
Yes, it helps with your confidence as well. Having a strong vocabulary helps you to avoid misspelling. Anyone has spelled words wrong a lot?
Me.
Misspelling keywords.
I mean, not a lot, but occasionally.
Occasionally, right? So you ever want to use a word, but you like,
Sometimes.
ever you want to use
Not
a
a
word
lot,
and you're
though.
like, man, I can't remember how to spell it, so I can't even use that, right?
Mr. Petit,
Yes, so
sometimes what I just do is find a next word or next few words to replace that.
Yeah, but you want to use
'Cause I
that
don't get
word.
knocked down.
You want to use that word though. You want to use that sophisticated
If
word.
I can't spell it, I go to Google.
No, but you can't. You want to have Google in the exam. That's the
Doing the
thing.
best I do.
Yeah.
Mr.
How you gonna type it if you don't even know how to spell it?
But you could know a word and don't know how to spell it, you know. There's a lot of words people know and don't know how to spell it. Right? Because you hear it. No, there's words the persons you know it and you're like, but I can't remember how to spell it. Anyone ever couldn't remember how to spell who?
Yes. Yes, sir.
WHO.
I
A
know,
bunch
but
of people say that. Like I forget the word.
I forget how to spell who or why.
It don't get that bad.
All right, now C. Having a
One time.
strong
I know about that.
having a strong vocabulary. Having a strong vocabulary. You got something to say, Malama?
Yeah, so one time I had to forget how to spell the simplest word.
Yeah, that's happened. Having strong, so how do we avoid that? Practicing. So having a strong vocabulary helps you to be able to understand reading, comprehension, passages on a deeper level. All right, so when you have
May I use the restroom, please?
yeah, when you can. So all these are very important for your exams. Knowing how to write mature, sophisticated essays, knowing how to avoid misspelling keywords, and knowing how to understand reading comprehension passages on a deeper level, like to critically analyze it. You need to have a strong vocabulary with it because some words it means one thing in this context and in another context it means something else. And so you need to have a strong vocabulary to be able to understand words and passages on a deeper level.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
having a strong vocabulary helps you to be able to understand.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Be missing.
You're missing out the B.
Oh,
Next to
it
able.
helps you to understand reading comprehension helps you to be able.
Yes.
Helps you to be able to understand. Good. Now D, having a strong vocabulary aids in what? How you, even though they don't test this in the exam, but it helps with the fluency of your speech. Aids in fluency of speech. Like how well you're able to pronounce words. You ever heard someone or you was reading something and you're like, continuously strengthen your vocabulary. Is that person fluent? Is that person fluent?
No, sir.
No, they're not fluent, right? Why they're not fluent? Because they're not familiar with those words. right?
They're briefly
Better.
talking.
They're not familiar with those words. And so it helps with you being fluent in how you speak and how you read. So having a strong vocabulary is very important with that.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
How you volunteer to read and can't read? That don't make no sense.
That happens all the time. Having a strong vocabulary. So don't volunteer to read, okay? Having a strong vocabulary increases your what? Confidence in your ability to what? To comprehend. So it helps with
Excuse
your
me, Mr.
confidence.
Petit.
Yes.
Is there like more than one correct pronunciation for a word?
Yeah, that could happen. Having a strong vocabulary, especially names. Having a strong vocabulary increases your confidence in your ability to comprehend and handle exam questions. So when you have a weak vocabulary, you don't when they start asking you questions about the thing that you don't understand, you ain't gonna be able to answer it properly because and the reason why you won't be able to answer it properly because you're not even gonna approach the question with confidence. All right. And so having a strong vocabulary, yes. So having a strong vocabulary is important for at least 4 reasons. What are the 4 reasons that we mentioned? Why should you have a strong vocabulary? That was it.
It helps you avoid misspelling words.
Avoid misspelling words.
It helps you to be more fluent.
More
it helps
fluent.
you to sound more mature and sophisticated.
Yes.
And it helps you to, and it helps and it increases your confidence in your ability to comprehend and handle exam questions.
Excellent. Very good. Excellent. So now we know the yes, Sashanique. Now we know how it can help you. We know why it is important to have a strong vocabulary, but we still haven't answered the question, how to strengthen your vocabulary. So let's go and give some ways we could strengthen your vocabulary. Go ahead.
By reading.
By reading, yeah. How can you strengthen?
Praying.
Say it again.
Praying.
Writing.
By writing more.
Praying.
Yes, so Mr. Petit, pray to the good Lord, say, Lord, please, can I wake up tomorrow morning with better vocabulary?
Never that happening. The Holy Spirit don't cheat for nobody. The Holy Spirit does not cheat for nobody. God ain't a cheater. How can you strengthen your vocabulary if you don't work for it? Ain't nothing happening, buddy. How can you strengthen your vocabulary? All right, then go. Sure.
More.
Go right ahead. By what?
By writing more.
By writing more, yes. Writing more. And I think reading is the best. Like not just reading. And this is the thing, not just reading.
Trying to understand the word.
Yeah, if you don't not just reading out loud, but reading and examining something. So for example, if you do not understand the word, don't just go over it, right? What you have to do, read.
Research.
Reading and research. I think that's the best way. Like if you read, I don't understand this word. Okay, go online or go on the dictionary and figure that out. So reading and researching the words is probably one of the best ways to train your vocabulary. That's not the best way. The best way is vocabulary lists. That's actually the best way. Like you need to get a vocabulary list and study them, memorize them, and go over them. That's the best way, right? Because reading, sometimes you read stuff and they don't even have good vocabulary words. But if you have a vocabulary list, that's the best and most efficient way to strengthen your vocabulary. So how can we strengthen the vocabulary? So reading books, and not just like reading mature books. Dare I say, and also challenging books. Like books that challenge you, right? Now, a book that may challenge Antoine is not a book that may challenge Joel. And a book that may challenge Sashanique is not a book that may challenge Tiffany, right? So you have to read a book that challenges you. Not a book that, oh, this book, everybody reading this book, let me just read it. No, a book that is challenging. Why do you read more?
Not like a kindergarten book?
Yeah, you don't want to read a kindergarten book, right? You pass that level.
You
You want to
the
read
only
something?
book I can read is temperature book.
Well, you have a serious problem. So you have to read stuff that challenges you. Very important. Okay. How many persons have ever finished a book in their life?
I finished multiple.
Finish
Me.
I finished a book for me.
I love reading, so I always
I
finish
read
a
at
book.
least about
I
2 books.
always finish the book.
Always finish the book. That's
I don't read books.
You don't read books.
Mandy is like read. Mine isn't all that wide.
You only read what? Exactly. Hola vibe. Hola vibe. That's exactly.
I
That's
basically
exactly what
just
you.
mind up all that. It's like animated books. I just use Wattpad and stuff.
Yeah, but animated books ain't gonna help you a lot. You need to read.
No,
Like I say.
no. Like
You need-
Wattpad
What
is
about
basically like
comics?
it don't have pictures. It's
Right.
basically like a book that you can just read on.
Why are we reading comics and stuff? You need to read books that is going to help you to be exposed with. You have to read nonfiction. You can't just
No.
read fiction.
No,
No,
Mr.
I don't
Petit.
always read fiction. It's like different genres that I read.
Mr.
Is it
Petit.
challenging?
Yes, sir.
Is it mature? Does it have mature language
Yes,
in it?
sir. Yes, sir.
Give me a word that you knew that you got from that from reading all that. A word that is sophisticated.
Can I give you one?
Go ahead, give me one.
Retrospect.
Retrospect? That's a
Yes.
sophisticated word that you get from it?
I learned a couple of words. I just can't remember.
Exactly.
Can I give you a word?
Give me no, I mean a word that you learned from reading the Chinese novels.
Manga?
Manga? What is manga?
Is that what you're talking about?
No.
What's it called?
Diary of the Wimpy Kid.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You want to read stuff that is challenging. So reading mature, challenging books.
You
Can
mean
what?
the encyclopedia? You mean,
Encyclopedia is good.
Like Harry Potter?
Can
Harry
strengthen.
Potter?
Harry Potter can. I
And
mean,
then see?
Harry Potter. It depends on your level. Like, it depends on.
Shakespeare.
It depends on. It has to be challenging. That's the most important thing.
The whale guy, Moby. I can't say his last name.
It's Moby Dick.
So
Goldilocks.
no, not Goldilocks. Reading mature and challenging books can strengthen your vocabulary. Okay.
Dr. Seuss.
Great care must be given to the type of books that are chosen. You want to choose books that challenge you and what? And expose you to words that you are not familiar with. Now, here's the key. Here's the key when you are reading books, right? You want to what? While reading the books, jot down any word that you do not know. What you gonna do?
Go in the dictionary and look it
Very
up.
good. Then find the correct. You want to do two things. Go on Google or go on ChatGPT and find the correct meaning.
Spelling.
Meaning, because you already have the spelling. Meaning and pronunciation. Because you might be pronouncing it wrong, right? Pronunciation of the word. All right, so make sure that you do that. Find the correct meaning and pronunciation of the word. This is one of the major ways you could strengthen your vocabulary by doing just this. So read mature books that challenge you. And when you're reading, the the key is that you want to read, jot down, look for any words that you don't know, then go online and research what it means and how to pronounce it, because they could tell you how to pronounce it too. All right. My most favorite. Go ahead, Sashanik.
So, Mr. Petit, growing up, we had like spelling bees in school, and we were forced to have to. Know the origin of the word.
Yes.
The pronunciation of the word. In order for us to spell a word, we have to know the origin.
Yes.
We would ask questions like if they could use the word in a sentence. They could tell us to spell any word, and that word could be the same word in another language. So definitely not gonna spell the same way. And as a result, I'm now able to identify a word like where the origin of the word, like if it's French or Spanish or whatever.
Yeah. That anyone ever anyone else was ever a part of like a spelling bee thing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you what place I come?
No, I don't want. No,
I come
definitely
last.
not.
I come forward. Ain't nothing bad. I come forward.
That was between you and your 3 cousins.
The disrespect is crazy.
I
Go ahead.
have been in 2 spelling bees and I won one and came second in one.
Who's that? Oh, Sanaya. That is excellent, Sanaya. What school are you in?
Agape Christian School.
Agape. Okay. What grade you was when you were in the spelling thing?
My first was in, I think, like grade 4, and my second one was recent.
Okay. All right. That's good. So you want to do that. The next thing that I would say would be this is one of my most important ways, or my most favorite ways to do it. Or I think the way that is most efficient. So you want to go online and find vocabulary lists. Right? This is one of the most important ways that you could do. Go online, find vocabulary lists. You just type in vocabulary list for your grade, right? Right? And if you go on it and the words are too easy, then you just go to another grade, right? So if the words are too easy, more than likely the words will not be too easy. Some of the words you probably might not see in your life before, but if the words are too easy, move on to another grade. So if you say vocabulary list for grade 12, I'm sorry, for grade 11, and you say, well, these too easy, go to vocabulary words for grade 12. If you see vocabulary words for grade 9, and you say, oh, these too easy, go to vocabulary words for grade 10. So you always want to challenge yourself more and more and more. And they have a bunch. They have A to Z, right? Move on to another grade. Then, so you want to...
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, before you go further, you want to choose books that challenge you or a book that challenge you?
Great catch. You want to choose books that challenge you. Go and find vocabulary lists online. I already say online. Okay, go online and find vocabulary lists. If the words are too, so you need to test yourself on these words. Choose, and find the definitions if they are not given. So sometimes they might give you the definition. Sometimes they might not give you the definition. But in any case, you want to have the vocabulary list that has the definition in it, right? If it doesn't have a definition, then obviously what you're going to do, you're going to find one that has a definition, all right? You want to also just casually read the dictionary. Read encyclopedia, ENCYCLOPEDIA. You want to read dictionary? Yeah. Dictionary, encyclopedia, thesaurus as well. What's the difference between the thesaurus and a dictionary?
A thesaurus tells you another word for more words that a thesaurus says synonyms for a word, while a dictionary says the meaning.
Very good. Excellent. So let me just go. So dictionary gives you the meaning. The thesaurus gives you the spelling. I mean, the thesaurus gives you synonyms for the word. All right. So the thesaurus give you the synonyms, while a dictionary gives you the dictionary gives you the actual word. So
Meaning.
The meaning of the word. Thank you. If my internet wasn't acting so slow, maybe I could do this next class. If my internet wasn't acting so slow, I would have show you all like what sites you could use. But just go on Google and type in vocabulary word list for grade blank, and it'll give you that, and it will give you them. All right, so now for the challenge. Y'all ready for the challenge? Are y'all ready for the challenge?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
No? This could be easy.
Easy peasy lemon
Easy
squeezy.
peasy lemon squeezy. Good.
And so if it's easy, why is it the challenge?
It's easy. It's a challenge could be easy.
Answer the question. Yeah, answer the question.
All right, so anyone want to volunteer? If you want to volunteer for the challenge, just put I in the chat. See any brave soldiers? Sashanique. Alea. Okay, Condoleezza. I need a boy. Only girls. Say I. Kanan. Okay. Sanika. Crimson. I. All right. Wow. Alea say, can I change my mind? No. Okay, I want Xavier to go first. Xavier, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here's the challenge. You sure you're ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here's the challenge. I need you to, I'm gonna put some words on the screen, and I need you to say them. Say these words as fast as you can without making any mistake. All right, you ready?
Ambiguous. Yes, sir.
Wait, on 3, 2, 1, go.
Ambiguous, benevolent, complacent, derivative. Okay. All right. Equal. I can't say.
Continue,
All right,
man.
you catch
Continue.
me.
Try.
All right. Fibrous, gratuitous, hierarchy, immutable, juxtaposition, kinetic,
Wow.
lament.
We can stop right there. We can stop right there. We can stop right there. Anyone else want to try?
Can I go next, Miss Petit?
I could try.
I'm dropping out.
I will try it.
Anyone else? Anyone else dropping out? Who's
I'll
dropping
try.
out?
I want to try.
I'm gonna go to the list. I'm gonna go to the list. Crimson, you had your name in the chat.
I'm dropping out.
You drop out? You drop.
I drop out.
Tiffany
Listen,
Morris.
I want to try.
Tiffany Morris, you had your name in the. Ivory
Like work,
say,
no reaction.
Ivory say,
I'm ready for that.
Ivory say these words seem made up. Wow.
My name in the chat, Miss Petit.
Miss Petit, can I?
Okay. Who said they want to try?
Me.
Me.
I will
I could try.
I'll let him go first.
Okay, where is Ajani? Ajani, you want to try?
Yes.
Ajani, you want to try?
This can be my list because I can learn what they is.
This is the first good, yeah, this is a good list. Where's Ajani?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, try.
Ambiguous, benevolent, complacent, derivative, eloquent, frivolous, gratuitous, gratuitous, hierarchy, mutable, juxtaposed, kinetic, lament, meticulous, nefarious, ostentatious, pertinent, quandary, reticent, stoic, tangible,
Ubiquitous.
Ubiquitous, voracious, wary, zenith, abate.
Very good. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else?
Me,
Can I
Mr. D.
try?
Me, Mr.
For the
D.
goal?
Me.
Who was me? Let me see.
I looked it
Me,
up.
me, Mr. D. I thought.
Go ahead, Sashnik.
What an embarrassment. Ambiguous, benevolent, complacent, derivative.
You gotta say it fast.
Eloquent, what is this?
Frivolous.
Frivolous, gratuitous, Mr. Petit, I finished.
You finished.
Gratuitous.
Who else? Who else? Oh, you are,
Immutable.
okay, continue.
I'll go next.
Can I try?
Continue, Sashnik.
Mr. Petit, I can't say them fast.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'll go
I want to
next.
go, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead, Alea.
Ambiguous, benevolent, compliant, complacent, derivative, eloquent, frivolous,
Mercy.
what the?
Gratuitous.
Gratuitous,
Gratuitous,
hierarchy,
actually.
immutable.
Immutable, yeah.
Oh, I can skip that one.
Skip that one.
Connecticut,
Mercy.
laminate,
Oh my.
meticulous,
Continue, Alea. Do it faster.
meticulous, nefarious, ostentatious,
Pertinent.
pertinent,
Quandary. Reticent.
stoic, tangible,
Ubiquitous.
ubiquitous, voracious, wary, zenith,
Abate.
Can I please go?
Abate. Go ahead, Alex, then Antoine.
All right.
I'll go after.
I can try after that, please.
All right.
Yes. Go ahead, Alex.
Ambiguous, benevolent, complacent, derivative, eloquent, frivolous, gratuitous, hierarchy, immutable, juxtapose, kinetic, lament, meticulous, nefarious, ostentatious, pertinent, quandary, reticent, stoic, tangible, ubiquitous, voracious, wary, zenith, and abate.
Very good. Excellent. Anyone else?
Me.
Go ahead.
I could try.
Makaya.
Mr. Petit, I'm supposed to be right there.
I'm sorry, Antoine. Yeah, Antoine. Then Makaya. Go ahead, Antoine. Antoine, then Makaya.
Ambiguous, benevolent, complacent, derivative,
Eloquent, frivolous,
gratuitous.
No.
What?
Gratuitous.
Hierarchy, immutable, juxtapose.
Yes.
Kinetic,
yeah.
lament.
Yes.
Medical. What?
Meticulous.
Nefarious.
Yes.
Octopus.
Ostentatious.
Pertinent. Quandary. Recent. Stoic.
Reticent.
That's a stoic.
Yeah.
Tangible.
Ubiquitous. Yes.
Voracious, wary, zenith. Abate.
Yes. Zenith, abate. All right. That's all I want you to do. Put inside the chat the meaning of two words from the list. Put inside the chat the meaning of 2 words from the list that you do not know. You have to not know it.
It's gonna be easy.
That you do not know. That you do not know. That you do not know. Put inside the chat 2 words. The definition of 2 words that you do not know. You have to not know the word. Okay. put inside the chat the meaning of 2 words that you don't know. Go ahead, Makaya and
It was me next.
sorry, Joel, go.
Ambiguous, benevolent, complacent, derivative, eloquent,
Frivolous,
gratuitous, gratuitous, hierarchy, gratuitous,
yeah, gratuitous,
hierarchy, immutable, juxtaposed, kinetic, lament, meticulous, nefarious,
ostentatious,
pertinent, quandary, persistent, stoic, tangible,
ubiquitous,
voracious, wary, zenith, and abate.
zenith, and abate. Go ahead, Joel, quickly.
Ambiguous, benevolent, complacent, derivative, equivalent,
Eloquent.
Eloquent, frivolous, gratuitous, hierarchy, immutable, juxtaposed,
Immutable,
juxtaposed, kinetic, lament, meticulous, nefarious, ostentatious, pertinent, quandary, reticent, stoic, tangible,
ubiquitous,
various,
voracious,
wary, zenith, abate.
Zenith and abate. Go ahead. What's his name? Kanan.
Ambiguous, benevolent, complacent,
derivative,
eloquent, frivolous, gratuitous, hierarchy, immutable,
juxtapose.
Is that French or something?
Juxtapose. Putting 2 things next to the other.
Kinetic, lament, malicious,
meticulous,
nefarious, ostentatious, pertinent, quandary,
yes,
reticent, stoic, tangible, ubiquitous,
voracious,
wary, zenith, and abate.
Very good. Put inside the chat the meaning of 2 words that you do not know. Again, put inside the chat the meaning of 2 words that you do not know. Anyone want to share their definitions? Anyone want to share their definitions?
Can I share mine?
Can I go after?
Go ahead, Jaden. Give me 2 words that you did not, that you find out you didn't know.
Abate, become less attentive or widespread.
Yes, and another one. Give me another one.
Meticulous, showing great attention to detail or very careful and precise.
Very good. Anyone know any meticulous persons? They're very attentive to details.
Yeah.
Yeah, meticulous.
Sometimes I can
My mother.
Yes.
My English teacher.
English teacher.
Me too.
All right. Anyone want to share their words?
I could share mine.
I'll go.
Y'all too already read. I want someone else who didn't read. Who didn't speak. Someone who didn't speak so far to share their words.
You all right?
Go ahead, Tiffany.
That's a
I only have one.
pain or hardship.
Say it again.
A person who can endure pain.
What's the word?
Hardship. Sorry?
What's the word? Stoic. Okay.
Stoic, yeah.
Yes,
go ahead. A person who can endure pain or hardship without showing their feelings or complaining.
Good.
I have a friend like that.
And the other one is kinetic, Kinetic, relating to or resulting from motion.
Very good. Excellent. Excellent. Give me 2 more words. Someone else who didn't speak. Anyone else who did not speak?
Ostentatious.
Ostentatious, go ahead.
A simple design that is glamorous without being ostentatious.
That's the definition. That's the definition they give you?
Yes, sir.
So categorize. They basically mean, that's what they give you. Read the definition again.
A simple design that is glamorous without being ostentatious.
Spell the last word that they give you.
Why would they give you the word in the definition?
A-S-T-E, the last word. That's
yeah, the last.
O-S-T-E-N-T-A-T-I-O-U-S.
Oh, that's a good. Look for another definition of that. Because you don't want. Yeah, look for another definition.
Okay.
Because that one they did wrong. They shouldn't have give you the definition, the word in the definition.
But designed to impress.
Designed to impress. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. I agree.
Okay.
Designed to impress.
And then the other one was what?
Can I give you two?
Quandary.
Quandary.
Yeah, quandary. Uncertainty over what to do in a difficult situation.
Yes, quandary. Okay, excellent. Anyone else?
Can I give you two?
No, you already spoke. Anyone else who has not spoken? Want to give me two?
Kinetic.
Go ahead, Christon Wilson.
Immutable.
Uh-huh.
Not able to mute. And hierarchy, high in ranks.
High in rank, hierarchy, high in ranks. Anyone else? Okay, so this is a good way to strengthen your vocabulary by going over the words, finding the definition, words that you do not know, right? Words that you haven't even heard before, but all these words are very good vocabulary, words that should be a part of your vocabulary: ambiguous, benevolent, complacent, derivative, eloquent, frivolous, gratuitous, hierarchy, immutable, juxtaposed, kinetic, lament, meticulous, nefarious, ostentatious, pertinent, quandary, reticent, stoic, tangible, ubiquitous, voracious, wary, and zenith and debate. All these words should be familiar to you. If they're not familiar, that means that you have a lot of work to do in strengthening your vocabulary. The good news is that you have all this information in your fingertips. It's just 1 or 2 taps away. Just use Google. And for those of us who are younger, we could use ChatGPT. To look up the meaning of the words, look up the definitions, look up how to use it in the sentence. If you want to find the pronunciation, also look that up as well. But just practice that, right? Go online, look for vocabulary lists, words that you don't know, practice reading and understanding, and then create a list of your own personal words that you created. You should have a list of at least 1,000 words that you didn't know, but that you know now, all right? And that would help you greatly for preparing for your exams, all right? And training your vocabulary in general. All right, I'll be done with these notes. Let me know if y'all finished with the notes.
Yes, sir.
Take a picture of
Yes,
it and
sir.
send it to me, please. Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Voracious, engaging in an activity with great eagerness. Voracious. Good. Okay. Once you finish taking a picture of your work and sending it to me, you can leave. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Hopefully everything works fine tomorrow. We don't have no technical issues. But have a wonderful evening, everyone, and take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
I
night.
have to talk to you about
Good night.
something.
Say it again.
I have to talk to you about something.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Let me stop the recording.